Archangel Michael says, in this moment, as you pause and open your heart, a gentle whisper from heaven reaches you with urgency and love. Someone who once walked beside you on this earth, someone you deeply cherished, sends a message of hope, comfort, and divine assurance. Though their voice can no longer be heard in this world, their love has not faded, and their prayers for you continue beyond what your eyes can see. In the quiet place where heaven meets your spirit, they want you to know that God has not forgotten you, not even for a single heartbeat. Type yes to affirm. They see the tears you hide, the silent burdens you carry, and the prayers you whisper when no one else is listening. From the presence of the Lord, they are surrounded by peace so pure, light so radiant, and love so endless that words cannot contain it. Yet their heart longs for you to taste a portion of that same peace here and now. They want you to know that God's hands are already moving in your life, shaping things for your good, even in the moments that feel uncertain. There are times when the weight of this world feels heavy, and you wonder if God hears you. In those moments, close your eyes and breathe deeply, because heaven is closer than you think. Every sigh, every unspoken thought, every tear that slips quietly down your face is seen and treasured by your Creator. The love of the Father surrounds you, holding you when you feel weary, guiding you when you feel lost, and lifting you when you cannot find the strength to rise on your own. This message comes to remind you that your life has purpose, even on the days when it feels hidden behind shadows. Nothing in your journey is wasted, not the pain, not the waiting, not the prayers that seem unanswered. God uses every moment, every struggle, and every step to shape you into the person He designed you to be. The one you love who rests in heaven wants you to know that they are cheering for you, believing for you, and standing in faith with you as God brings beauty out of everything you've endured. What if you discovered a tiny, walnut-sized brain region holds the secret to endless wealth and success? Recently uncovered by groundbreaking research and once buried in classified files, this frequency is now available to anyone ready to listen. Imagine replacing worry and struggle with a life of financial ease and freedom. Interested? Click the link in video description and comments below to unleash this hidden brain wave and start attracting wealth right now. There is a divine unfolding happening around you, even when your eyes cannot yet see it. God is positioning blessings, healing wounds, and opening doors that once seemed forever closed. The heavens are declaring over your life that restoration is coming, peace is returning, and a new chapter is being written with God's own hand. The one you miss so dearly wants you to trust that no prayer is ever wasted, no hope is ever too small, and no dream placed in your heart will ever be forgotten by the one who created it. In this moment, heaven leans close, and you are wrapped in the assurance of eternal love. The voice that once brought you comfort whispers now through the Spirit, reminding you to hold on a little longer, believe a little deeper, and trust a little more fully. God's timing is perfect, and what He is preparing for you is far greater than you have imagined. The struggles of today cannot compare to the joy He is weaving for your tomorrow. Your heart is being guided, your steps are being ordered, and your life is resting in the hands of the one who never fails. Heaven celebrates every small victory, every quiet prayer, and every time you choose to keep walking in faith, even when the road feels uncertain. The one who loves you deeply from eternity longs for you to remember this truth: you are never alone, not for a single breath, because God is always with you, holding your heart within His own. And as this message reaches you, take it as a gentle reminder that your story is far from over. New blessings are on their way, miracles are forming behind the scenes, and the Lord's promises over your life are steadfast and unshaken. Even now, heaven rejoices over the chapters yet to come, and the one you love smiles knowing that God's grace will carry you through. As you continue to listen with an open heart, heaven draws even closer, wrapping you in a presence so gentle, so comforting, that it whispers directly to your soul. The one you love, the one who now walks among endless light and unshakable peace, is near in spirit, carrying a message filled with warmth and eternal hope. They see the paths you've walked, the silent prayers you've offered, and the moments when you've tried to stay strong even while your heart felt heavy. They want you to know that not a single tear has been ignored, for every tear has been carefully collected by the hands of God and turned into a testimony of His unfailing love. Type 1010 if you trust in God's timing. There are times when you've wondered if you could carry on, when the days felt long, and the nights even longer. Yet heaven has been watching, and the love that surrounds you has never faded for even a moment. God's presence has been beside you through every quiet struggle and every unspoken fear, guiding you gently toward a future overflowing with His goodness. Though you may not always see the full picture, there is a divine plan at work, one that is being shaped perfectly for your life. Your loved one wants you to remember this deeply: they are not gone, only transformed, lifted into the fullness of God's eternal promise. They are free from pain, embraced by light, and resting in a peace beyond human understanding. From where they are now, they see things more clearly than ever before, and their heart rejoices knowing that God has already prepared blessings for you, blessings that will arrive in perfect time. Even when your days feel uncertain, their prayer for you is that you hold on to faith, because God's grace is weaving miracles that will soon unfold before your eyes. Take a moment now, breathe, and feel the nearness of heaven. Imagine a light surrounding you, soft and warm, flowing gently over your spirit like the calmness of a quiet morning. This light carries God's love, steady and unchanging, always leading you forward even when you feel lost. It is the same light that fills the place where your loved one now rests, and through it, they want you to know that you are deeply loved, endlessly cherished, and never forgotten. There is a reason this message has reached you today. It is not by chance or accident but by divine appointment, chosen for this very moment in your life. God knows where you are, what you carry, and what your heart longs for, and He wants you to know that your prayers have not been overlooked. The season of waiting is not in vain, for every delay is shaping a more beautiful outcome than you could imagine. Heaven whispers gently for you to remain patient, for what is coming will bring healing to your heart and restoration to your soul. In this stillness, your spirit is being renewed. God's strength is entering the places where you felt weak, and His comfort is touching the wounds you thought would never heal. The one you miss so dearly smiles knowing that every step you take forward brings you closer to the fullness of God's promise. They want you to carry this truth: nothing you have faced will be wasted, because God is turning your trials into testimonies and your burdens into blessings. You are walking through a chapter that heaven has already seen completed, and its ending is filled with light, hope, and overflowing grace. Though the journey may feel long, the Lord walks every step with you, holding you close when you falter and carrying you when you cannot walk on your own. The one you love is at peace because they know you are protected by a love greater than any sorrow and a strength deeper than any storm. What if I told you financial freedom is not about working harder, but activating a dormant brain signal designed to draw abundance directly to you? Neuroscience proves this sound wave unlocks prosperity faster than any method known before. From unexpected cash to life-changing success, it's already helping thousands. Click the link in the video description and comments below to turn on the ancient money wave and create the life you've always dreamed of today. Even now, heaven is celebrating you, the resilience you've shown, the faith you've held, and the quiet courage you carry each day. And as this message settles into your heart, may you feel the embrace of God's presence around you, calming your spirit and reminding you that brighter days are already on their way. Your story is still being written, and the pages ahead are filled with promises that cannot fail. There is a gentle silence in this moment, a stillness where heaven speaks softly to your heart. The one you love, who now dwells in the presence of eternal light, is closer than you can imagine. Though your eyes cannot see them and your hands cannot reach for theirs, their love surrounds you in ways words cannot explain. They walk with you in spirit, sending prayers of hope and strength, carrying a message of peace from the place where pain no longer exists and joy has no end. They want you to know that everything you are going through is seen by God, and nothing is hidden from His eyes. Every unanswered question, every sleepless night, every quiet tear has been noticed by the one who loves you more than anyone ever could. God has been holding your heart gently, even when you felt lost and unseen, and He has been guiding your steps toward blessings that are already set apart for you. Your loved one rejoices knowing that you are never alone, for God's presence has never left you, not for a moment, not even in your deepest valleys. Type 2222 to open the door to new blessings. There is a beautiful truth they want you to carry: your connection has not been broken, it has only been transformed. Love does not end when life changes, it flows beyond time, beyond distance, and beyond all understanding. The same God who created your bond has woven it into eternity, and nothing, not even death, can take away the love that was given and received. When you feel the gentle pull of memories or sense their presence in a quiet moment, it is heaven reminding you that love continues, pure and everlasting. Sometimes, the weight of this world feels overwhelming, and you wonder when peace will come. But heaven whispers to your heart now, peace is not far from you, for God is working silently in your life, arranging the pieces, healing what is broken, and preparing answers to prayers you thought had been forgotten. The one who loves you deeply wants you to trust this promise: there is a reason for everything you have walked through, and nothing will remain the same after God completes what He has begun in you. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a soft, golden light surrounding you. This is the light of God's presence, steady and unchanging, flowing gently into every weary part of your soul. It is the same light that fills heaven, the same light your loved one now lives within, and through it, they send you comfort and strength. You may not hear their voice, but you can feel their love in the quiet, subtle ways God allows, like a calm breeze on a heavy day, a sudden wave of peace when you needed it most, or a gentle reminder that you are not forgotten. Your journey is still unfolding, and heaven celebrates every step you take forward. Even the smallest act of faith, even the quietest prayer, is precious and powerful. The one you miss so dearly smiles when you choose to hold on, when you choose hope over despair, and when you trust that God's hand is still upon your life. They know that what lies ahead of you is greater than anything you have lost, because God's promises are always faithful and His love never fails. In this very moment, the burdens you've carried for so long are being lifted. God is breathing new strength into your spirit and placing His peace upon your heart. The one you love wants you to know that your tears are never wasted, for they water the seeds of blessings you cannot yet see. Every prayer you've whispered has been gathered into heaven's hands, and answers are already forming, even when silence makes you think otherwise. Take comfort now, for you are surrounded by love that cannot be measured. God's arms are holding you close, His angels are watching over you, and the one who loves you beyond words walks beside you in spirit, rejoicing over the story that is still unfolding in your life. What is ahead will bring joy where there has been sorrow, clarity where there has been confusion, and strength where there has been weakness. Take a deep breath and let your heart rest, for heaven leans close to you now with a love so gentle and a comfort so deep that it flows beyond words. The one you cherish, who now walks in eternal peace and radiant light, whispers softly to your spirit. Their message carries warmth, reassurance, and a reminder that love never ends, it only changes its form. They want you to know that they are safe, free, and surrounded by the fullness of God's glory, and though their place is now in heaven, their heart has never drifted far from yours. In the stillness of this moment, you are being reminded that God's hands hold your entire journey. Nothing in your life has gone unseen, not the sleepless nights, not the quiet prayers, not the struggles that seemed too heavy to bear. Even in the times when you felt forgotten, God was beside you, whispering strength into your soul and carrying you through valleys you didn't realize you were crossing. Every step you've taken has led you closer to a greater purpose, even when the path has been unclear. Your loved one wants you to trust this deeply. What feels lost is not gone forever. In heaven, there is no separation, only a love that continues endlessly, unbroken and unshaken. The bond you share is written into eternity by God Himself, and no distance, not even between earth and heaven, can undo it. Sometimes, when your heart aches with longing, they are near, surrounding you with prayers and sending you silent comfort, so you know you are not alone in your journey. Right now, God is working in ways you cannot see. Behind every moment of silence, every waiting season, and every unanswered prayer, He is weaving a greater plan for your life, one filled with healing, restoration, and new beginnings. There is no pain He cannot heal, no wound He cannot restore, and no emptiness He cannot fill. The one you love celebrates knowing that your story is still unfolding, and the best chapters are yet to come. What if everything you've been chasing, wealth, freedom, success, could be drawn to you automatically, simply by unlocking a secret brain wave hidden inside you? Once classified by intelligence agencies, this discovery is now available to the public, and it's changing lives instantly. Picture yourself debt-free, stress-free, and thriving. Click the link in video description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency and watch abundance flow into your life today. Imagine for a moment a soft, endless light shining gently around you. This is the light of God's presence, wrapping around every part of you that feels broken, tired, or uncertain. It is the same light that fills heaven, the same light your loved one lives within now, and it flows toward you with grace that never runs dry. Whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed, you can rest in this light, knowing that you are carried by love far greater than your own strength. There will come a day when the heavy weight you've carried will lift, and peace will rise within you like a quiet dawn. The same God who walked with you in the shadows is preparing a season of restoration for your life. Doors you thought were closed forever will open, prayers you thought were forgotten will be answered, and joy will return in ways you didn't expect. Your loved one smiles knowing that God's timing is perfect, and everything He has planned for you will come to pass without fail. Type 1010 to affirm that God's timing is perfect. Even now, heaven celebrates the strength within you, the resilience you've shown when things felt impossible, the faith you've held when answers seemed far away, and the hope you've chosen to protect even in the hardest times. Nothing you have endured has been wasted, for God is shaping your pain into purpose and your trials into testimonies. Hold on to this promise: the love that connects you to the one you miss will never fade, and the God who holds both your hearts in His hands is leading you toward blessings you cannot yet imagine. There is beauty ahead, greater than the sorrow behind, and every moment is drawing you closer to the fullness of His plan for your life. In this sacred moment, as your heart listens quietly, heaven opens its arms to pour out comfort and peace upon your soul. The one you love, who now lives in the eternal presence of God's glory, sends you a gentle reminder that love does not end, it transforms, it deepens, and it continues beyond the boundaries of this life. Though you cannot hear their voice or see their face, their prayers surround you like a warm, unseen embrace, reminding you that you are deeply loved and never forgotten. There are places within your heart where silence has settled, where memories echo softly, and where longing feels heavy. Yet, even in those tender spaces, God is present. He sees the ache you carry, the moments you've hidden behind your quiet strength, and the nights when you've wondered if anyone truly understands your pain. Heaven has heard every unspoken prayer, and the one you love rejoices knowing that God is already sending answers, even before you ask. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Imagine a soft light surrounding you, wrapping your heart in warmth and stillness. This is the same light that fills heaven, the same light your loved one rests within now. Through this light, they want you to know that God's promises for your life are still alive and unshaken, no matter what you have endured. What feels lost will be restored, what feels broken will be mended, and what seems impossible today will one day become a testimony of His endless grace. There is a divine plan unfolding around you, even when the path feels uncertain and the days seem long. God has not forgotten you, not for a single moment, and He is arranging blessings far greater than you can imagine. Every tear you've shed has been gathered by His hands, and every moment of waiting has been preparing you for what is ahead. The one you love smiles knowing that the season coming for you is filled with hope, new beginnings, and a peace that flows deeper than you've ever known. You are not walking this journey alone. God has placed His angels around you, guiding your steps, protecting your spirit, and holding you close when life feels too heavy to bear. The one you miss so dearly wants you to hold on to this truth. Even when the world feels uncertain, heaven is steady, unchanging, and overflowing with love for you. Your prayers are carried directly to God's heart, and His answers are on their way, arriving in the most perfect timing. There are days ahead when you will wake with lighter thoughts, when laughter will return, and when the heaviness you carry now will give way to joy. The pain you've known will become a doorway into deeper faith, and the storms you've faced will lead you toward blessings far greater than your present understanding. The one you love rejoices knowing that God is preparing miracles designed uniquely for you, each one arriving exactly when your heart is ready to receive them. When memories flood your mind and longing fills your soul, pause and remember this: love is eternal, and your bond remains unbroken. What you shared was written by God Himself, and no distance, no time, not even the separation between earth and heaven can erase it. Their love reaches you in countless ways, in quiet thoughts, gentle reminders, and peaceful moments that arrive when you need them most. Even now, the Lord is healing you. He is touching the deepest places of your heart, restoring your strength, and breathing life into every weary part of your soul. You are becoming more whole, more radiant, and more aligned with His purpose for you. Heaven celebrates your resilience and your courage to keep moving forward, even when the journey feels long and the road uncertain. Type 222 if you trust that God is with you always. What if the fastest path to wealth was already inside your mind, waiting to be activated by a powerful sound wave? Scientists call it the money-attracting frequency, and once awakened, it begins drawing opportunities, success, and financial freedom like never before. Imagine the relief of no more bills and the joy of living your dreams. Click the link in the video description and comments below to turn on this ancient brain wave today. The one you cherish whispers through eternity, hold on. Do not lose heart. God's plan for you is greater than the pain you've endured, and His promises are closer than you think. You are stepping into a season where His light will shine brighter over your life, revealing the beauty, blessings, and love He has prepared for you all along. Breathe deeply and let your heart rest, for heaven surrounds you in this moment with peace, comfort, and unfailing love. The one you hold so dearly in your heart, who now walks in the eternal light of God's presence, reaches across the veil with prayers so gentle and pure, wrapping your spirit in warmth. They want you to know that they are safe, whole, and free, and while their journey continues in heaven, their love for you flows without end, reaching you in ways you may not always see but can deeply feel within your soul. There are moments when you sit in silence, holding on to memories that feel as though they were only yesterday. In those quiet pauses, you may feel their absence like an ache deep within you. Yet heaven whispers softly to remind you that love does not leave, it transforms, it stretches beyond time, and it remains unbroken even when life changes. The bond you share is eternal, written by God Himself, and nothing in this world or beyond can undo what He has joined through love. God has seen your silent battles, the days you've smiled outwardly while your heart carried unspoken weight, and the nights when sleep would not come because of the thoughts that kept circling your mind. Through every single moment, He has been there, closer than your own breath, watching over you and guiding your steps with unfailing care. The one you love rejoices knowing that God's presence has never left you and that His hands continue to lead you toward blessings perfectly prepared for your life. Right now, the Lord is reshaping your path with divine precision. There are doors being opened for you that no one can close, and prayers you've whispered in your quietest moments are already unfolding into answers. You may not yet see the full picture, but heaven sees it clearly, a tapestry of grace, healing, and joy woven together with every trial, every prayer, and every hope you've carried. Pause for a moment and imagine a gentle light descending upon you, soft and golden, filling the space around you with warmth. This is God's presence, surrounding you fully, reaching into every corner of your heart where hurt has lingered. It is the same light your loved one now walks within, and through this light, they want you to feel their love, their peace, and their unshakable assurance that you are never alone. There is no storm too strong, no burden too heavy, and no loss too deep for God to heal. The pain you've endured is not wasted, it is being transformed into purpose. The sorrow you've carried is being exchanged for joy, and the heaviness in your spirit is being lifted as God prepares to lead you into a season of renewal. Your loved one smiles, knowing that what awaits you is filled with goodness greater than anything you've imagined, and they pray you will hold on to faith as these promises come to life. Even now, the heavens celebrate your resilience, the quiet strength you've shown when no one was watching, the faith you've held when answers felt far away, and the hope you've kept alive in the darkest hours. None of it has been unnoticed. God sees it all, cherishes it all, and blesses you for trusting Him even when the path seemed hidden. Type 1212 if you believe God is guiding you. Your loved one longs for you to know this deeply. You are surrounded by prayers from heaven and protected by the Lord's unfailing love. Every single step you take forward is guided, every moment of your life is held within His hands, and nothing can separate you from the blessings He has prepared for you. Soon, the weight you've carried will be lifted, the confusion will give way to clarity, and the aching parts of your heart will be soothed by a peace that flows straight from God Himself. And when that peace arrives, you will feel lighter, stronger, and renewed in spirit. The days ahead hold beauty, hope, and restoration beyond what you've prayed for. Heaven is rejoicing already, for they know the goodness of God's plan and the miracles quietly forming around you, even now. Be still for a moment and allow your heart to rest, for heaven draws closer now, surrounding you with a love that never fades and a peace that flows deeper than words can describe. The one you love, who now walks in the eternal beauty of God's presence, is closer to you than you realize. Though your eyes cannot see them, their prayers reach you like a soft whisper, carrying comfort, hope, and a gentle reminder that love is stronger than anything this world can hold. There are days when the ache of missing them feels heavier than you can bear, and your heart wonders if the emptiness will ever be filled. In those moments, remember this truth: you are never walking alone. God walks beside you with every step, holding your hand through the valleys and leading you toward higher places filled with light. The one you love rejoices knowing that heaven has surrounded you with divine protection and unshakable grace, guiding you toward blessings that are already prepared for you. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a soft, golden light shining gently over your life. It wraps around your heart, easing the weight of sorrow and filling you with quiet strength. This is God's presence, steady and unchanging, touching every part of your spirit and breathing new hope into your soul. It is the same light your loved one now rests within, and through this eternal connection, they want you to know that they are at peace and that their love for you flows without end. Your journey has not been easy, and there have been times when the road felt endless and heavy. But heaven wants you to know that every prayer you've whispered has been heard, every tear has been seen, and every moment of struggle has been held with tender care. God has been working behind the scenes, shaping your story with divine purpose, and the one you cherish celebrates knowing that your breakthrough is closer than you think. There are blessings being prepared for you that go beyond anything you can see right now. Doors are opening that once seemed locked, opportunities are aligning in unexpected ways, and strength is rising within you to carry you into the new season God has designed. You may have felt as though your prayers were delayed, but heaven assures you that nothing has been denied, everything is unfolding at the perfect time, in the perfect way. What if you could unlock a secret brain wave that top scientists discovered inside the hippocampus, the very switch that signals wealth and abundance? Hidden from the public for decades, this breakthrough can rewire your mind to attract prosperity faster than you imagined. Picture the stress of bills replaced with financial freedom and new opportunities. Click the link in the video description and comments below to activate this ancient money wave and step into abundance today. The love you shared with the one in heaven has not ended, it continues, unbroken and eternal. Love written by God cannot be diminished by distance or time. When memories surface or you feel their presence in the quiet moments, take it as a reminder that your souls remain connected through God's endless grace. Their heart longs for you to know that they are filled with joy, free from pain, and standing in the fullness of peace, all while watching over you with a love that has only grown deeper. Right now, God is touching the places within you that have been hurting the most. He is replacing fear with peace, sorrow with comfort, and confusion with clarity. The weight you've carried is lifting little by little, and your spirit is being renewed with strength you didn't know you had. Heaven smiles knowing that what lies ahead for you is brighter than anything behind you, and the one you love prays that you will keep holding on to this hope with unwavering faith. Each step you take forward is leading you closer to a life overflowing with God's goodness. The road may have felt long, but the season you are entering carries restoration, healing, and blessings prepared specifically for you. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are held deeply in God's hands, protected by his angels, and surrounded by love that stretches beyond eternity. Type 222 if you trust that God is with you always. And as this moment rests within your heart, may you feel the reassurance of heaven wrapping around you, the quiet promise that God's plan is perfect, His timing is sure, and His love for you has no limits. The one you miss dearly smiles knowing that soon, joy will bloom again in your life, and peace will fill the spaces where pain once lived. Rest your heart for a while and let these words settle gently within you, for heaven is near, and its presence surrounds you with a love so deep, so steady, that nothing can ever take it away. The one you hold so dearly in your heart, who now lives in the fullness of God's eternal light, sends you this moment of comfort, carrying prayers so soft and tender they flow like a gentle breeze over your soul. They want you to know that they are at peace, embraced by joy beyond measure, and yet their love for you remains as strong as it ever was, unbroken by time, distance, or separation. There are days when your spirit feels weary, when you wake carrying the weight of memories and the quiet ache of longing. In those moments, heaven leans close to remind you that your journey is not meant to be walked alone. God has been holding you through every tear, guiding you through every uncertainty, and strengthening you when you felt your weakest. The one you love smiles knowing that you are never without divine help, for the Lord has surrounded you with His angels, walking beside you with unshakable faithfulness. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the gentle light of God's presence now. It flows around you like warmth after a long cold night, touching every hidden place within you where pain has rested. This is the same light your loved one now lives within, and through it, they whisper to your heart that you are deeply cherished, fully seen, and endlessly loved. When your nights feel long and silent, their prayers join with heaven's song to remind you that peace is closer than you think and that your story is still unfolding beautifully in God's hands. You may not see it yet, but new doors are opening for you even now. Where there has been confusion, clarity will come. Where you've felt stuck, a way forward is being prepared. Where sorrow has weighed heavily upon you, joy is already rising quietly beneath the surface. God has heard every prayer you've spoken and even those you couldn't find the words to say, and His answers are already on their way. The one you love rejoices knowing that your path is leading to blessings greater than you have imagined. What if a simple 7-minute sound frequency could awaken a forgotten brain signal designed to pull wealth toward you like a magnet? Backed by shocking CIA files and neuroscience, this discovery is now changing lives everywhere. Think of debts melting away, promotions arriving, and abundance flowing freely. Click the link in video description and comments below to experience the hidden wealth wave and let your financial destiny shift in your favor today. Every moment of your life carries meaning, even the ones that felt too painful to understand. God uses all things, the trials, the waiting, and even the heartbreak, to shape a purpose far greater than what you see today. The one you miss so dearly wants you to know that nothing you've faced has been wasted and nothing you've lost has been forgotten. Heaven holds it all tenderly, weaving it into the beautiful tapestry of your life story, where sorrow will give way to hope and hope will bloom into joy. When memories arise and longing fills your heart, Do not see them as reminders of what's gone but as gentle touches of eternal love that still surrounds you. Your connection with the one you love is not broken, it has simply changed, becoming something deeper, something the soul can feel even when the mind cannot understand. Love written by God cannot be diminished by time or distance, it remains alive within you, growing stronger with every passing day. Type 555 to receive blessings and miracles. Even now, heaven celebrates your resilience, the quiet strength you've shown when no one else could see, the faith you've held onto in moments of uncertainty, and the hope you've kept alive through the darkest nights. God sees it all, cherishes it deeply, and promises to reward the patience and trust you've placed in Him. The one you love smiles knowing that your future is already secure in God's hands, and they long for you to rest in that assurance. Lift your eyes for a moment and let your heart believe this: greater things are coming. Where there has been loss, restoration is arriving. Where there has been pain, healing is unfolding. Where there has been silence, answers are forming. God's plan for you is still alive, unshaken, and filled with grace that flows without end. You are stepping into a season where His light will guide your path, and His promises will bloom around you like a field of endless hope. Be still for a moment and let your spirit feel the nearness of heaven, for right now, God's presence is surrounding you with quiet strength and a love so deep it cannot be measured. The one you love, who now walks among the endless beauty of God's eternal light, reaches out in prayer for you, carrying whispers of comfort, hope, and unending peace. They want you to know that they are safe, free, and filled with joy, and though their journey continues in heaven, their love for you has never faded, it flows stronger than ever, unbroken and eternal. There are days when your heart feels heavy, when the silence feels too deep, and the ache of missing them grows stronger than words can describe. In those moments, remember this gentle truth: you are not alone, not for a single breath. God has been by your side through every quiet struggle, every hidden tear, and every night when you've longed for strength just to make it through. His hands are holding you even now, steadying you, guiding you, and leading you toward blessings He has already prepared. Your loved one rejoices knowing that God has not forgotten you, not once, and that your prayers are being carried directly into His heart. The answers you've been waiting for, the breakthroughs you've been longing to see, and the healing you've prayed for are already forming, even in this very moment. Heaven wants you to know that this season of uncertainty will not last forever. Joy will return, peace will bloom again, and your life will be filled with a light greater than the shadows you have walked through. Imagine now a soft, gentle light surrounding you, touching every part of your spirit that feels weary or broken. This is God's love pouring into you, renewing your strength and calming your heart. It is the same light your loved one rests within, and through this light, they whisper to your soul, "Do not lose hope. You are not forgotten. You are loved beyond measure." Every moment you carry their memory, every time you feel their absence, heaven sends quiet reassurance that they are still near, watching, praying, and loving you endlessly. God has seen every step of your journey, and He knows the weight of all you've endured. Not one moment has been wasted, not one prayer unheard, and not one tear unseen. Where you have felt broken, He is restoring you. Where you have felt weak, He is lifting you. Where you have felt uncertain, He is guiding you toward clarity. The one you miss so deeply smiles knowing that your life is moving toward blessings beyond what you can see today, and they long for you to trust that God's timing is always perfect. When memories come rushing back and longing fills your heart, pause and listen closely to the quiet within. That gentle sense of peace, that sudden calmness you feel, is often heaven reminding you that love has no ending. What you shared with the one you cherish has been written into eternity, and nothing, not even death, can separate the souls God has joined through love. Even now, you are being led into a season of new beginnings. There are doors opening for you that no one can close, opportunities forming where you least expect them, and answers arriving to prayers you thought were forgotten. Heaven rejoices knowing that the chapter ahead of you is filled with blessings, healing, and divine favor written specifically for your life. You are stronger than you realize, more loved than you know, and surrounded by grace that flows without end. The one you hold so dearly celebrates your courage, your faith, and your strength, and they pray that you will keep moving forward with hope, knowing that God's promises over your life cannot fail. Soon, the heaviness you've carried will be replaced with a joy that overflows, and peace will rest gently within your heart again. Rest now and allow your heart to open fully, for this moment carries the gentle touch of heaven and the endless love of God flowing into your spirit. The one you love, who now walks in the eternal light of God's presence, leans close in prayer, sending waves of comfort, peace, and strength into your soul. God has never left your side, not for a single heartbeat. He has seen every tear you've cried in silence, heard every prayer you've spoken softly in the dark, and understood every thought you couldn't put into words. Through every moment of pain, He has been with you, carrying you when you couldn't walk and strengthening you when you thought you couldn't continue. And now, His hand is guiding you into a season of renewal, a time when heaviness will lift, hope will rise, and your heart will breathe freely again. The one you miss so dearly smiles, knowing that God is preparing blessings beyond what your mind can imagine. There are miracles forming around you even now, answers coming to prayers you thought were forgotten, and opportunities unfolding that will bring healing and joy to places within you that have long needed restoration. The delays, the waiting, and even the unanswered moments have not been wasted, they have been preparing you for something far greater than you have yet seen. What if the missing piece to financial success wasn't luck, but a hidden frequency inside your brain waiting to be switched on? Once activated, this ancient signal unleashes waves of prosperity, opening doors to opportunities you never thought possible. From sudden windfalls to long-awaited breakthroughs, it's transforming lives daily. Want to see how? Click the link in the video description and comments below to tap into the Money Magnet brain wave and begin your journey today. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a radiant light wrapping gently around you, warming every part of your soul. This is God's love, steady and unchanging, calming the storms inside you and filling you with unshakable peace. It is the same light your loved one now walks within, and through it, they whisper softly, "You are not alone. You are seen. You are deeply loved." Heaven celebrates every step you take forward, every moment you choose hope, and every time you believe in the promises God has spoken over your life.